Hey, welcome back to the Off the Clock Show. Joined again, Sean Gervais from OrbisX CRM and Marshall Hill from the Pints and Poultry Podcast, Hyper Clean Car Care Products, and IPA Connoisseur. I'm just kidding. What are you sipping on today?
Did you have a voice crack there?
Yeah, I think it was the microphone.
Mm. Tried to hit a note. Couldn't.
Yeah, I tried to hit a
max
note.
out, huh? Couldn't
And
hit
it
it.
was, I'm not in my 20s anymore, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
Rad little thing IPA. Decent for those of us that are in the Fruity Pebble gang. You know, I still have old trusty here, hazy IPA,
Nice.
but hazy little
always-
thing. So
I
tried
always
this.
love branding.
Tried the Sierra Nevada combo pack.
Mm.
Had a peachy
Okay.
IPA. Yeah, peachy little
I've
thing
never been a
IPA.
fan of
Pretty good.
peach, like anything flavored peach. I mean, sometimes they nail it. Most times I find it just,
Most times not. Yeah.
yeah, it's the
Peach
aftertaste.
tea though. All of our Southern boys, any peach iced tea? No. Yeah, I love. Yeah.
For me, I find it tastes like metal afterwards. Like I feel like a aftertaste, kind of like a metallic type thing. I don't know. It's just not for me. There's certain flavors like cherry and peach. I just don't feel we do them very well. I don't know. Somehow we've
Yeah.
always nailed orange. Orange always, like artificial orange, always gets nailed. Oh,
See, yeah, I was gonna say the one that for me I never get is orange, right? Like, let's
shit.
go back to Sunny D back in the day. Come on, that was
Okay,
not
yeah.
like it was
That
just
was
kind of
fucking
an like
syrup, man.
yeah, and then like did anybody have those powders? Did anybody do like high C powder and that
Oh
stuff?
yeah, yeah. I remember
You know,
those.
Kool-Aid orange.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a fraternity and I played football with a bunch of guys that, you know, they loved grape. They loved grape Kool-Aid. Let's just
Yeah.
grape Kool-Aid for a segment of society is amazing.
Yeah, it is
Hate it.
refreshing. I will say
Hate
that,
it.
but I'm the same with you. Not a
Yeah,
fan.
I mean the
Yeah.
flavor of grape no, that's not a grape. Like go get a grape and toss it in your mouth. Tastes nothing like nothing.
It's
Nothing
true.
like that.
And all variations of grape too. Whether it's you got the red ones, the green ones, and then there's the ones that are in between. Like none of them taste like that. I think it's. I don't know where they made that decision. It was just like
Right? Yeah.
yeah, someone yeah. I don't know.
But to me, orange is the same. I've never had a good orange. Now I can have a good orange in beer, right?
Okay.
Citrus with
Yeah.
beer is good. I think Blue Moon with some orange, right? Like that, it matches. But like
Yeah.
orange Kool-Aid or orange drink, I don't.
Maybe it's when it's with some other flavor too. Like for me, I don't really mix my drinks very often. But if I have vodka, for example, sometimes I'll get a flavored vodka once in a while. It's rare,
Yeah.
but sometimes. And they have different flavors. They've got some
They
like
have a citrus.
dry
Yeah.
berry or whatever. They have the citrus ones. Yeah, I find they do a pretty good job with those flavors. The one they nail, and it's my favorite, is cucumber. But that's also because that's usually how I take my vodkas, with cucumber as is. But
Not sure I would admit that on air. Man card.
it's a good, refreshing taste.
Oh, uh-huh.
Damn, that'd be twice this week I lose my man card too. It's only fucking Tuesday. Wife took it yesterday. God damn. It's not fair, man. I only have 2 left, man. My tickets
Tough
are
life.
getting punched.
Tough life, Sean.
Tough life. It's a tough life. Yeah, yeah. I gotta go outside and I don't know, kill a rattlesnake or something. Yeah, yeah. I'm early.
I think I like lime much better than.
Ooh, yeah, you can't go wrong with lime though.
Yeah, it's really hard to go wrong with lime.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
really hard. So I definitely, if we're gonna go citrus, I'm
You know
gonna go
what
lime.
though? I will say this though. A lot of people think that lime and lemon are interchangeable.
They're
And
not.
I don't think they're not. Yeah, I
They're
agree.
not.
I don't think so. A lot of people, I've, had
And
a.
you're right. I used to think of it too until you really just drink a lot. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, Topo
Dude.
Chico with some lime in it.
Oof,
Can't beat it.
man.
What?
Yeah.
Is anybody else having a run on Topo? We can't find Topo anywhere. It's like, wait, is that a Middle Eastern? I thought it was in Mexico.
Yeah.
How the hell can't we get it? What's going on here? We can't find it anywhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Holy shit. For me, I know what you mean where you're thinking, like, how does that impact us here? Because there was one year, there was a drought on tomatoes in, I think it was Southern California or somewhere. And for some reason, all the stores here, it was impossible to find tomatoes, but it was summertime. And I'm like, we grow tomatoes here. Like, what the fuck? It's a cold weather plant, first off, so it can go through the cooler seasons, but it does need that extreme heat at some part
Really?
to. Yeah, it can
Why
survive.
do my
like-
tomato plants die in the cold?
Oh, no, no, no. Here's the thing. It depends on what stage it's at. So, but it'll survive and it'll actually thrive at certain stages of its life. If it's too hot, you're gonna have to water that thing every 15 minutes, and because they heavy feeders.
You
But
got special tomatoes up there, huh?
yeah, we do actually. Yeah,
They're
we
a
ship those down
hybrid.
here. Yeah, we do. But it's funny. I was wondering about that too. Electric vehicles. Obviously they're pretty prevalent in most cities, but the whole thing with the trucks really hasn't taken off in a
No
major way.
way.
Yeah, I was surprised, because like that would solve a lot of problems, like in
Definitely,
times like today. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on them? You seem very
I just
pro.
love that you threw that A in there, and then
Oh,
I
the A?
had to keep rolling with it. Like you were just talking like it was normal, eh?
Yeah, it's normal.
Let's go, eh?
You know,
Hybrid trucks? I don't know. So Clutch Culture is a podcast that my partner Nick does. If anybody's into cars and all that stuff, you got to go listen to it. They do a great job. They did a segment just a second ago. I guess the Ford CEO was driving a Chinese uh, car for not just a couple months, like for a long
like that's
experience.
just like,
And somebody asked him about it, like, why are you driving that Chinese EV? And he's like, well, they're the competition. Like, they got to figure it out.
you gotta figure
I,
it out.
I,
Okay, that
I,
makes
I don't
sense.
know. I don't. Like I said, Clutch Culture, Nick, he's the car guy. I'm not the car guy. I don't know all that stuff. I just know that my college roommate was big into oil. His grandparents owned the oil company. He now is still in Midland, Texas. That's where he went back to. He he immediately went back after college,
Yeah,
straight back to the oil field. Like,
fuck yeah,
totally
Ford.
get it, man. Like, good for you, right? I asked
100%.
him, right? Hey, man, and I think I've shared this story. I've said, hey, how's it affecting you guys?
Yeah,
He's done it very well with his
yeah. It's
post.
actually helped them more. Like,
Well, I was
yeah,
just going to say he's done very well post college.
no,
Much better off than me. Let's just say
yeah,
that, right? And so I knew he was still doing well and still actively in the business. He said it's 220 barrels, 220 million barrels. I said, what are you talking about? It goes to make one EV battery. The average person will never go through that much oil, ever.
yeah. Never. That's crazy.
But we
Jeez.
think, right?
Yeah,
We think we're
yeah.
doing something. We're
Well, the
not.
crazy thing too is
We're
like,
not. Because then what are they going to do with those batteries? What are they going to do
yeah,
with those cars once the battery's done? And you just go, fuck. Like, oh, we went down a trail, right? Like we went, and that's why the Ford CEO, and that's why all these people are starting to back trail. And it's like, but shit. I mean,
when they realize what it really is. And plus, we're never gonna fully get rid of it because when they take a barrel of oil, when they refine it, there's so much more than just the stuff we put in our cars. Like there's
but yeah, absolutely.
everything, man.
Yeah.
Like all the anes, the propanes, butanes, like all that stuff. That's where it comes from. Like even your toothbrush, the bristles, the I don't know, the handle, I guess you call it. Like all of it, it all polyester, like everything, just it all derives from fossil fuels. It just does.
Clothes, detail
Yeah,
brushes,
yeah,
right? How much in
yeah,
the detail world? Microfibers.
yeah.
All
See,
microfibers are all
we
nothing but,
basically lose all of our artists.
yeah.
so yeah, but it's all those things,
Hmm.
and people don't realize that that's what it is. And for me, I understand the premise of it, and I am pro. Like me, I love solar. I love solar, but solar only works when the sun's out, or you need batteries still. And the right kind of batteries, you still need lithium if you want long-term storage. You know what I mean? It's not you can't just use any old battery. So you need certain batteries. Like when we wired up our cabin before when we had it, I was using marine batteries because they were built for boats. Boats are built for being out on the water, long-term storage, stuff like that. But like that to make those batteries, like what do you think the process is? You know what I mean? That's on a small scale. I can't even imagine for these cars. I've seen those videos where they like dissect. Some people have taken apart like a Tesla battery and stuff like that. the stuff that's in there, like it's wild, man. But yeah, I don't know. There's some, I don't know. For me, I don't know. It's a tough thing, but I do think that the hybrid model is kind of a good way to go because then you're reducing your like need for certain things because you can switch back and forth and they serve different purposes too. You know, so like with electric, the one cool thing is you go from like 0 to full tilt
Oh yeah, you can go fast.
right away. Yeah. So
Listen, we're at $3.50 a gallon of gas, so you know
yeah.
I I used to I had a photo. It'd be interesting. I don't know if I shared. I didn't share it to you. I think it was like 2011 or 12, something like that. I'll send it up to you. It was a picture I took of CNG. So a big thing that I did in a moment of tough times, of high fuel prices, right? When people have difficult times, well, what happens? The tough, the smart, the ones that are going to climb, they evolve, they find a new path, they figure something out. Well, I transformed my Titan into a CNG Titan. And so I was paying at first like 80 cents, and then it got really outrageous to just over $1. So I'd posted this photo, and it was cool to it was a Facebook flashback, and it was like, oh, it's like, wow, yeah, I did that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It allowed me to drive around the state when these people, and this is why later I talked about box trucks and why I used box trucks as a marketing thing. And it was because I competed against them. They had to drive around the way they drove around, and I was in a CNG vehicle. I was trying something different than other people that I was competing against. I found a way that I could compete at a better value for my customers, right? If I could do some work to save on our expenses, then the cost of the chemical was going to be more in line or better price, right? Like, what could I do to help out the situation? You know, this is where I guess it gets interesting, right? Because in this time, here we are. We just talked about it. We've talked about it last week. Anybody pulls up any news, we all understand. We don't even really have to talk, but let's just say Middle East. Okay, right? It's out there.
Yeah.
We know that there's something going on. I love, this is what's cool. Who's going to use this time to progress? Who's going to use this time to give an excuse, right? Progress, we'll get into Dijon.
Yeah.
Excuse, right? Oh, these people, we see it. I saw this post from this lady here that I've shared with you, and there's, she complains to her customers or tell her, hey, because of this, what's going on, here's what I'm having to do. You're going to get this monthly maintenance, and here's if you want to do this, dot, dot, dot. And you go, huh? What? What? That's no wonder, right? No wonder.
Yeah.
But then talk to us about Dijon. This is so cool.
Oh man, yeah. So I was on Instagram and then I just saw a post. I had to send it to you straight away. I saw it and the first thing that caught me was his Ray-Bans. But so one of our members in the group, both customer of both of ours, and also just a great guy all around. He's Canadian too. Hey. Had to throw that out there while I could. So
got to take your wins, He's a big win.
Got to take him when we can because we're not getting him
if
in the
he wanted
Olympics.
to cross that border, we'd take him. Well,
Take him.
if he went the provinces over, listen, man, go ahead and come across the border. We can take
it's
him.
fine, Just take the trophy, put it in your case. Eventually, we'll become one, and then your case is our case, and we're fine. But so yeah, he used to be not too far from me, maybe about 5 hours. He was outside Toronto. I can't remember exactly where, but in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area. And anyway, he moved several provinces. That's the name for our states. And he basically just restarted his business and life out there. So he moved out west. And he, restarted from scratch. So it was a cool story just for that part alone. The fact that he moved, took his business with him, which is really cool because this industry that's portable.
Part
His
of our industry, which is awesome, right?
flexibility and his
Hmm.
OrbisX account just transported with him, and he was ready to go. Just new client list, all his automations, everything just started working for the new list. Life is good. So he builds up his business and he gets it just rocking really fast because he did really good work and he was really good with how he set up the account and his marketing, so on and so forth. So he's out there, but the thing I love about Dejan is he's always looking for other ways to, to climb, other ways to improve things, to do things different, try things. He's one of the listeners that he'll hear something we say and he's like, "Fuck it, that sounds good," and he'll try it,
Give it a try.
and he'll
He'll put
tweak
his
it,
spin on
modify
it.
it, or,
Yeah.
exactly. Because like, listen, we'll give you guys ideas and great strategies, but you got to put it into action and then see the results, see how it works, tweak it, do what you got to do because your area is going to be a little different. Or
Hey, speaking of that, plug,
Ah,
plug time. We'll come back to Dijon.
plug it, plug it.
Let's plug how many people have submitted a video for the latest challenge.
Ah, yeah, still waiting.
Anyone? Bueller?
I'm gonna
Anyone?
wait till the day before, submit my video and win. Yeah, it's crazy. I think two things have happened. I think people are either too busy in their mental, they're thinking, because a lot of people have this whole idea about the season, right? Oh, the season's here. So they're so hyper focused on what's happening right now and they haven't set up the right systems in place to handle it. That's what you're supposed to do in your off season is set things up, but I think they're really focused on that. And I think also because now customers are, coming out of hibernation for a lot of these guys, I think a lot of people are dealing with the influx and then they're not thinking about, okay, I have to keep this ball rolling. But really, it's like now's your time to double, triple, quadruple what you could have done, and or could be doing. And I think also now's the time to A/B test stuff as well. Like that's me. That's one thing I always love about the season, and that's one thing I love about seeing what Dejan's doing, for example, with his videos.
Okay, back to Dijon. But
So
the
basically,
plug was, hey,
yeah,
listeners,
get some
submit
videos.
your videos. Let's go. Oh, damn it.
So Dejan puts on the Ray-Bans. We talked about it before, and I'm still a believer, 1,000%.
The meta bands.
The Meta glasses there, the smart ones, that's going to be the future. Glasses, 1,000%, not a doubt in my mind. Us having a phone, we might have a little device that goes along with it, something small you put in your pocket or whatever, but it's not going to be a full screen experience like what we have with a phone. It's going to be more glasses, wearables, and eventually it won't be so much glasses.
Maybe it'll just be like you think, like a battery in a sense. Almost more like I carry in my car, one of those little portable battery chargers. It just
Exactly.
has a
I got
little
one in my
digital,
truck, yeah.
doesn't need much information. It's just there to support.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where, so like one of the pairs of glasses I have, one of my techs is using them right now, but it has a neck band that goes around here, so it just hangs around your neck, and it's got two little pieces here. They have cameras on the bottom, and the cameras watch your hands, so you can do gestures when you have the goggles on. So, and I say goggles, they're not goggles. They look like glasses. So when you're doing hand gestures with them, there's a 52-inch screen in front of my face. I can have two of them, three of them. I can move it to the side. I can either block out everything so I don't see anything, or I can have it where I can still see in front of me and I can see people, and I can see the screen. I can see directions. You can do all kinds of stuff, and then your hands are able to pinch and make the screen bigger or smaller, whatever. That's going to be the future, and they're going to make improvements, make them lighter, make them smaller, make them just better. But the point is, we had an episode about, I was talking about the Metas when I first got the first pair, and I was like, this is the future for doing video stuff for customers. He put them on, and he did a first person. Basically, this is what is going to happen during your appointment. He went up to the door, saw the customer, put a big censored sticker on the screen so it covered the customer, and then he went about his business. He was taking out stuff out of the car, cleaning the car, so on and so forth. That's the kind of experience that customers like to see. There's entire YouTube channels now, people going live, and they're just cleaning their house, and people are watching, and they're like, oh, how do they do the house cleaning? Now those are just people that are giving tips and tricks on cleaning houses, but now it's transitioning to businesses that are giving customers an insight into what they do, their operations, and customers are liking that because There's more transparency. They're actually getting to see the before and after in real time, and it becomes a more shareable experience too, right? Because it's like, hey babe, check this out. You're not gonna believe. Look at this. Look at this. They even do this. Watch this. It becomes a very, very different immersive experience, and I think that was a key point.
And so we're early.
Yeah. Yes.
We're
This is
early,
like
right? This is the
part of it.
ground. This is the
There's a new
ground
wave
floor.
happening.
What
Yeah.
happens later with the wave is you got to get better, right?
Yes.
For now, you can do and listen to John. I love, 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 love.
Hell yeah. Triple tap.
Yeah. That's all you can say.
Yeah.
This is
And
awesome.
first off, the fact that he
Yeah,
took initiative and did it, hats off right there.
yeah.
Because it's like you got to try stuff.
I,
You know
I
what I mean?
haven't seen something like that.
Yeah.
And as you said, hey, it kind of like sucks you in. You just want to keep watching. I was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
I
told
was
you.
like,
Yeah.
I was seeing the story,
Hmm.
and I want everybody to go watch it. I hope he puts it into your group, or you
Yeah.
put it in the group, or whatever.
If he doesn't, I will. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
because I want us to all then go, hey, I can do that,
Mhm.
and then I want us to all go, hey, I want to do it this way.
Mm.
Right now, you guys don't get to give constructive criticism to Dijon. You don't.
Yeah.
But when you post your video, we can give you constructive criticism. You guys don't get to give it to him.
Because you
Right?
haven't
He's
done
the
it.
first.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, I would do this because you haven't.
You haven't done it yet. Yeah.
like
You do yours
you
first.
can't.
And then put your feet to the flame. I think a lot of people are scared, and that's why I don't want to submit a video because they're scared to get ripped apart. You should get
Absolutely.
ripped apart because the market's going to rip you apart. Customers are going to buy or not buy.
There
Those
you go.
purchasing decisions are going to be made based on the video. Everything you do should be put through. Man, how many features I launch? There's other companies out there, they take their sweet ass time launching features, and customers complain saying, oh, they used to take forever. That's why they switched to OrbisX because we launch shit quick. Sometimes it doesn't look pretty, but it works. Sometimes it doesn't look pretty, and it works mostly. But people give feedback, we fix it, we make it pretty. That's what we do. Like, we just revamped a bunch of pages, made them look more pretty. They do the same shit they did before, they just look better. Feedback has been awesome. But hey, that didn't start by me just guessing. It didn't start by me just, oh, well, I'll wait till it's perfect and then launch it. It started with me
You
putting
just
it out
gotta
there.
start. You got,
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
what I
think-
love. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love like
Week after
the
week.
most passionate of you can passion fucking bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I'll passion bucket that all day long.
100%, because you got to put yourself out there. I put shit out. The comments are like, "Hey, this is great. It would be cool if it did this. Oh, this is
I don't
great.
give a fuck what you think.
Yeah,
I
I'm
put
like,
my
okay.
shit out, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put it all out.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fuck you.
It'll improve
Let's
as it goes.
go.
Yeah, because you got to do stuff like that, And when it comes to marketing in particular, like the advantage is you put out something and it doesn't have very good conversion rates. That's it. No one's holding your feet to the flame. No customers are going to call and be like, "Hey, by the way, that ad you put out really sucked." But that's the other part is you're not going to know. So by having something like this group where you can post your shit, we can go through and be like, "Hey, this is our opinion." Even if it's just fresh set of eyes from somebody looking at it, their likes and dislikes might be different. So guys, submit your videos, man. Get some feedback. And hats off to Dijon because he's putting his stuff out there. The video, flawless. I love the fact that, well, okay, hold on. I have some feedback as well. So flawless may not have been the right. An amazing first step. Let me put it that way. And
Absolutely.
I think crushed it overall. I think there's always room for improvement on things. That being said, you got to think the trend. People love watching shows like Cops. You get to see an insight into someone's
Oh
job.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great
like
point.
you're seeing
Yeah,
and you're
great
seeing
point.
the
Yeah,
raw,
yeah, yeah.
unedited footage.
Yeah.
That's the thing. In the day
It
we
does
live in
attract you in, right? You're
Yes.
just walking up to the house, and you're absolutely true. Put
Yeah.
blasted censored over, and I'm sure we eventually got to get some customers to agree to it,
now,
right?
yeah, for sure.
I mean, eventually, I guess somebody's going to have to say yes. I'm okay with you walking up with your glasses.
Yeah.
where was I? Somewhere somebody walked up. Was it a restaurant or some delivering something? And I saw them tap their glasses, and then they walked up and delivered the thing, and then I looked over at my wife and I was like, I think he just recorded us. I'm
Uh,
not sure I'm okay
yeah,
with
because if you
that.
tap the yeah,
Yeah, like, and she didn't see it. I'm like, probably most people don't. Whether or
yeah,
not that was a company or that was him, right? There's where it gets really odd,
it's
right? So
true.
you
Because
go,
again, they have like a
hey,
light that shows the recording. You
yeah.
can buy a
Well, no,
thing
we
that
had,
blocks it.
yep, bingo.
Yeah,
He had that little, and you
I have
go,
one too. It blocks it mostly
yeah.
because the light's distracting for me. If I'm like, I wish they had a different way of doing it, but
So let's get that out there. We got to get it out there also so nobody gives that as an excuse. Okay.
yeah,
So we got to know that, hey, I'm sure we're going to have to eventually, or let's just go ahead and just say we got to start now
yeah. Well,
getting our
here's a quick way to do it
customers.
too. In
Yeah.
OrbisX, you have the ability to you could create a customer signing document for video recording for promotional purposes,
And a lot
and
of
you can
people
make a
do that. Like,
document.
hey, we're going to put this on social, or hey, we might use
Exactly.
something. Click this to accept that you're okay with it.
Exactly. Automatically gets sent to the customer. They sign it. Life is good. So that way you have a record of it. Yeah. And if you're not sure what to say, well, what do I put in there? No problem. When you open that up, customer signing doc, there's a little button above the box where you can type in your content, and it literally says AI text helper. Click that. It opens up Luna, and you can say, hey, I'm writing a customer document that I want them to sign for allowing us to record on premises for publications or promotional purposes. Write me up a quick one pager that's legally binding in whatever city or state you're in. And then that's it. And then Luna will do the heavy lifting, and there's a little copy button. You click copy, paste it in the box, save, you're done. Within 3 minutes, you're now fully legally compliant for whatever city or state you're in, and your ass is covered. Customer's going to sign it, you're good to go. You know what I mean?
Community.
So, community. See, there you go. You're welcome. Otra vez. But yeah, it is the way to go. It's the future. Number one, you're not holding something in your hands, so you can still work, which is the key part of this, right? The fact that it's goggles or glasses is the fact that you can still get the work done, and it's POV. I think the POV part is really important, and one of the key things with this video, it was clearly edited because one thing he did really well was he sped up certain sections, but it wasn't over edited. It wasn't polished. Like, excuse me.
See, I was going to push back in the other way, Sean, because there's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
that where he got fast and back and then started getting a little flashy. I do say that
Okay,
there's
I did
some of
want
that
to touch
that
on
got
that
to be,
too.
especially at the end.
So but first let me clarify what I mean by polished. A lot of videos nowadays, especially with AI video and stuff like that, people are making things that are too rehearsed and too polished in the sense of, let's say you want to put out some video about like let's introduce you to the team. It's them sitting in a perfectly placed chair with the perfect lighting behind, and they're like, "Hi, I'm so and so from such and such." It's too rehearsed. It's too fabricated. So the thing that I liked about his video is it was raw. So the edits he did was like speeding things up, where you don't want to waste the person's time, the viewer, walking around a certain thing.
Okay, but
I
see,
know
when
where
you
you're
say
going to come with this.
edits, I think of transitions because a lot of us, we go
Okay.
in when we're quote unquote editing a video, we think edits, we think we make this cut, and then we
Cut,
have this
transition.
transition. And a lot of times that transition, we think, hey, it'd be really cool if I had this like pow or this chew, or like
Fades
pew.
in the, yeah, yeah.
No. When have you ever watched a commercial on
Yeah, that's
TV,
overdoing it.
right? Like you don't see that stuff. And so that
No.
would
If
be
anything, they just do quick cuts. And then it's
bingo,
new scene.
bingo.
Yeah.
And I would also even take out those speed ups like you talked about. You liked it. I got off on the because he kept the audio in there, and I was like, "Is that a beat? Is that background music?"
Because it's speeding up the
Oh no,
voice
it's
too.
speeding
Yeah.
up and down. And I was like, "Wait, maybe he should have done beats." And then I just got. And I was like, "Oh wait, I'm back to the video." Like, that's just me. Okay, so that's just me. But I was like, "Okay, I don't need to see the speed up and slow down. Just show me a segment, right? I don't. You're right. I love the moment of just coming, walking up and doing some stuff because think of like, let's go. I want to give a specific example that I know everybody will see, and it's not just about the World Cup, but you will see it in the World Cup. You'll see it right now, you've seen it all over the place. It's the Michelob Ultra commercial with Messi, right? He's walking into this hotel. They eventually get to this place where he's kicking the ball through a lifeguard hoop and he gets to drink an Ultra. You'll see it in beer commercials all the time, especially, just stay on Ultra. They do that. Hey, you're playing for an Ultra, and they just show you little parts, right? Like back to that commercial with Messi, they show this move, they show that move, they go to this spot. You can see the story, but it's
From the
hard
little,
cut,
yeah,
right? I don't need the fast back and forth. Just show me 3 to 4 seconds, and that's the most. I don't need more than 4 seconds. Three's
yeah,
probably getting towards the max. Each
yeah.
little thing, I just need about 2 to 3 seconds of showing something. If that's grabbing floor mats, I don't need to see every floor mat being taken out to understand that you're taking out
That
the
you
floor
take the floor
mats.
mats out. Yeah, that's
I
true. So
just need to see
prioritizing.
one, right? I just need
Yeah,
to see a couple seconds of something, and then you can go to the next thing. If you're vacuuming, cool, love it, man. Vacuum. If you're taking it, do it. Do a couple seconds of it.
yeah.
Go to the
You know
next.
what?
Do a couple
That's a very good
seconds.
point, actually, you raised, because you got to think, what's the satisfying part for a customer to see? It's not the taking out the floor mats, because that's just part of the process. So seeing it happen is good. So seeing one taken out, you're right. The satisfying part is like
You
seeing stuff like
said the word
three to-
satisfying. So in
yeah,
marketing, we have to understand why Shawn just used that word. We got to think back to me, the very core of fajitas in the United States goes to Chili's, and a guy that was hired to sell the sizzle because, no, sorry, TGI Fridays, my bad.
okay, yeah, I was
My
okay.
bad, TGI Fridays. And he came in and he transformed them by going, hey, when you walk by the table, put it on the skillet so they can hear the
Flaming
sizzle.
hot. It's yeah,
We have to. Your marketing.
yeah,
I gotta have my balls scratched.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
I
fair.
have to. I
Have to.
have to have the sizzle. I gotta have a moment of
Yeah,
why am I there? You've led me up to a point. I don't need to see. You're right. I just need to see a little, but I gotta get to that sizzle, and then you gotta scratch me a little. Like
yeah.
I
There's got to
gotta
be
have,
something in it for
I
me,
gotta
something
have it,
satisfying
right?
that.
And
Yeah,
so he got to that point, and he Missy Elliott it.
it
But
just left you hanging.
no, he didn't leave me hanging. He Missy Elliott it.
No. Oh, okay. Oh, fair.
He 1 minute manned it.
he went. He
He
went.
did.
I
He
don't want.
rushed it at the end.
And
Absolutely. Listen, we've all been there. Listen, it's okay.
Missy Elliott. Yo, that's crazy. Nice.
And he just rushed to me.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Once I'll go back to love, 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 love.
Yeah,
But then I get to this moment, and of all the work that you've done,
yeah.
uh, and
Because it's not a
it's
small
time,
piece.
right? It's
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And then it's done.
What
Yeah.
happened? Like,
Damn. There's no cuddle. There's no. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I will say, because so my wife watches a lot of cleaning videos and gardening videos. That's her two things. And so one thing I've noticed among both of them, there's really bad videos. There's kind of the blasé videos, and then there's some top tier. They've done a great job. The top tier ones aren't always like, they don't have the best cameras. It's not the best microphones. It's not necessarily that. It's the components that they put in the videos. She watches them, over and over, that channel. And one thing I've noticed is when they do those areas of a video where they speed something up, it's usually they're doing a series of steps. So let's say we'll use detailing as an example. They're cleaning some mats. So they'll start to finish go, and they take the mats out of the vehicle. Then they're cleaning the mats outside of the vehicle or something like that. Okay. During that entire process, they're using different brushes or they're using different chemicals, whatever it is. They condense that down and they speed that up, but then they have a voiceover that goes over top, and it's like, what I was doing in this area was I was doing
sure,
this,
yeah,
this, this,
yeah, I've
this, and
seen
you do
that.
that. In those instances, it makes sense. When there's nothing accompanying that and it's just speeding up the video, I can see why that would have been like, okay, like I get it. Yeah, you took out the front mats and now you took out the back mats, and Okay, it's kind of like, okay, get on with it kind of thing,
Now you're
right?
vacuuming, and that's why I was
And
hearing that. And I was like,
yeah, but then you were still there for the whole
"Pete,
thing.
what are we
But then
doing?"
you're
Like,
right,
yeah.
is that so much of the process, and that would be my feedback as well, is that so much of the process was kind of, okay, you go up, you greet the customer, you let them know they're
Hmm.
there, the
Which was
car
awesome.
backs out, everything
I'm
was
in.
great,
You got me in.
and then it went a few things, and then the actual, like, okay, what's at the end? But what's it look like kind of thing? That was just sped up too much, I think.
I'll
Like,
share this. You said you had some feedback about an ad that you guys put out.
so we had an ad that you're talking about the one that was by accident.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So long time ago, it was one of those things where a lot of our ads are intentional, especially now because we have time to actually sit and think about it. But when we first started Auto World, a lot of it was kind of just, what do we do? Okay, oh shit, there's an event this weekend. It's Thursday. Okay, we got to get some flyers done. It's got to be done ASAP. You don't have a lot of time to kind of sit and hash out ideas, do A/B testing, and all this fancy shit that marketing companies want you to do. So you just whip stuff together. And a lot of times it was okay, wasn't over the top. But one of our ads that did so well was just thrown together quickly, and it was literally by accident. We were just short on time, and it was just two images, an arrow in between, and then at the top it said you have this, and then at the bottom it said you want this, and it was literally just, it was basically a before and after, but it was just saying you have this, you want this, and it was either going to speak to people that would read the whole thing, or it was going to speak to people that just see the two images, and then at the bottom we didn't complicate it. There was no QR code, there was no website, nothing, just a phone number. That was it. Because what we realized is what we wanted was the opportunity to talk to people. We knew, especially in the early days, it was me and Nick, my business partner, handling the phone calls. We know we're really good at sales. So we were like, just get them on the phone. We had time at that time to answer the phone calls. And we also wanted to develop our sales strategy so we could teach our sales staff down the road. So that was really important because the conversations we have, you'll talk to a customer for 20 minutes, you'll learn more in that 20 minutes about how to structure your ads, your messages, what's important to that customer if you're having the right conversation. So that's all we did. Just that and the phone number. Call. Because I didn't want to be, the event was coming up. I didn't want to, oh, fuck, I'm checking emails, writing back to someone, they get back to me next week and this, and that. No. Phone call, let's make a decision, let's get something done. So, anyway, that's what we did. That ad was one of our most successful ads, and we've stuck to that premise for a lot of our advertising now, where it's very much just, you're in this situation, you want to be in this situation, and we're the solution, we're the bridge, we're the ones that get you from there to here. And I will say, further to my conversation with Dejan, that was actually something he mentioned. I was like, hey, congrats on the ad, man. I saw it. I had to reach out to him right away. It's like, it popped up on my Instagram thing, and I was drawn in. I was just captivated right away. And I said, hats off. And I said, so how's things been going? Da da da. He's like, amazing. And I was like, what's new? What's changed? And he said, man, I am going after pet hair in a massive way. So he realized, he called around a bunch of shops. They're either not interested at all, don't want to do it, I'm too good for that, I'm a detailer, I don't take care of your pet garbage, or they didn't want to deal with it, but they took a different approach. Instead of saying no, they said, oh yeah, yeah, pet hair is going to be like,
Right.
$300
Right.
extra. Yeah, exactly. And so they were missing out on this key demographic of pet owners. So he's kind of inadvertently fallen into this, I'm the pet hair guy. And he says, I love it. So he's going after it actively. He said he's getting more reviews because these are people that actually leave reviews because they care about the service they got and they want to put it out there. But also, he's getting more referrals because these people talk. So one dog hair person that goes to a certain groomer, all the other people that go there, they're like, wow, your car looks immaculate, but you have those two massive dogs? What's the secret? No secret. I got this guy, Dejan, give him a call. And it just goes up. So he's noticed such an influx of this, and it had me wondering, I'm like, should detailers niche down? Like, should we get very specific? Like, maybe you only do SUVs. Maybe you only do minivans. Maybe you only tackle pet hair. Like, that's a question, a real question, because it really does change your marketing and your
It
demographic.
is. It's very difficult though because we've said it before. Everybody can understand this. Like most of us though are just waiting and hoping that any and everybody.
The phone's gonna ring.
Well,
Yeah,
and that's the way our industry is, right? Like, I mean, that's just
yeah,
it is. So to go outside of that, we've got to spend extra marketing or extra to then get down to the niche of the niche. And you're right; those people are going to continue on. Those will be the best of the best customers you probably will ever find.
yeah.
That's a lot of digging, though, man. I mean,
It is.
and it's a lot of hope that you'll find somebody. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work.
You know, one thing I love about the pet hair side of things, the aspect, is they're almost instantly qualified for a maintenance customer. Like like their pet sheds at a certain frequency,
Right,
and
but if the average detail doesn't, we don't do maintenance, right? I told you about the local person, this lady that she's now demanding to her customers that if you're going to do something, it's going to be a once a month, and there's this maintenance, and you're going to have to do. And you go, huh?
yeah,
Like
Jesus,
that, people, we
yeah,
don't understand the word maintenance. We really don't.
yeah.
We really
I
don't.
do agree with that. Do you want to know how serious it is, though, of an opportunity? For me, anyways, I'm literally working right now on coding some AI that you'll be able to tag customers in OrbisX as having certain breeds of dogs, and you'll be able to assign that to an appointment with pet hair removal, and the AI will know at what frequency that dog hair has now become a problem for the customer, and it will automatically reach out to the customer for you based on how much the dog sheds, how often the dog's likely in the vehicle, and so on and so forth. It's a massive opportunity. These things, I think that is that same customer is going to come maintenance wise for the pet hair for sure, but it's also the opportunity for maintenance for other reasons on their vehicle as well.
I
It's also
love it.
really love
Agreed.
stuff. Yeah,
Agreed. I love it.
I think that it's a lot easier than people think because dog owners are out there. First off, really simple. Dog parks, whatever city I'm in.
Well, you say
Boom.
simple, and we say it's easy. Hold on. You
I didn't
can't
say it was easy.
blow
I said
over.
simple. Oh, I think I said simple.
Well, you just can't blow over the fact of like, hey, you don't get to polish as many paints. You don't get to
Ah,
show and glow as much stuff.
but you do get to
It
make a
is a
shit
little
ton of
bit more
money.
knuckle bearing, and it's you're gonna be on your knees maybe a little more than normal. You got to get into some back seats.
True.
This would be the point of if you're a
You're right,
larger
but let me ask you
person.
one question though. Is this trainable?
Yes.
Very much so. And so, as a business owner, whether you're a small solo entrepreneur or you're running a bigger shop, this is trainable. And this isn't something that requires a college degree. It doesn't require some advanced, like, I don't know, fucking neuroscience. This is something that's trainable to almost anyone. And in every major city, or even minor city or pueblo, wherever you're living, there's always going to be some agency that's in charge of helping high school students transition into their career at some point and gain experience. And this is the kind of thing that you could hire somebody for very minimal amounts of money and have them work alongside you. And guess what? The stuff you don't want to do, you still don't have to do it. If that's the scenario you're in, and they just shadow you. And so every job they go to, you're the pet hair guy. I go to a job, I'm taking care of this stuff because I'm the artisan, I'm the one that does this and that. I built the sandwich, but you're shredding the cheese. That's it. That's the formula. It really is that simple. And so I know because I have a teenage daughter right now, she's going to be looking for some work experience and stuff like that. And there's thousands of kids out there like that. That's an avenue you can take. You know, I'm not saying that this is something that they have to do necessarily, but it is simple. And you just got to put the pieces together. But there's a massive opportunity, especially when you factor in recurring revenue. I saw a guy, a post, he was asking in one of the major groups, he was asking for one of well, he was calling on the veterans in the industry if they ever had plans of exiting the business, and is that the goal for detailers, and like, what's the plan? Like, is the plan that we just work this until our knees give out, or is the plan we work this and then we sell it? Well, you can't sell it to somebody under certain circumstances. You can only sell it to someone if you've got a reproducible system, if you've got systems in place where
And
they
you got
basically it's
contracts.
turnkey. Yeah, like
Most of us don't have contracts.
yeah,
You might have a
facts.
customer database. You might have
Hmm.
some returning customers. I
Yeah,
get it.
but it's like you're
Trust me,
taking
it got
Venmo,
slapped in
never
my
charging
face
tax. Like
when I
Jesus.
sold my business. It was like,
Yeah.
you want to give me how much? It was like,
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
going into my car wash, so I took it. You know,
Yeah. Mm.
there's people now selling. I've seen on market. We have two inside of Oklahoma that
Yeah.
have been established long-term businesses. When I say long-term, this 2019 was one of them. I think somebody
Yeah.
else said 2017.
Okay.
So
Right around the
in the
gold rush.
best time ever to be a detailer rolling into Corona, now going to these moments, we got some decently large operations
Yeah.
going, hey, I want to sell. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Because now the hard work is there.
Yeah, now the hard
Before it
work
was like
here.
before customers were showing up, they're like,
They're
"Yeah, I
just
got
showing
five
up.
cars to do. Please
Yeah.
help me." You know? Yeah. Now is where you actually have to do the marketing and you actually have to climb.
And
That's
then
what
what is
happens.
your value worth? Is your
Yeah.
value of your business is really where we get to know your worth.
Yeah.
Know your worth is going to be, if you want to sell, you better have damn contracts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
100%.
you better have some business establishments that you can go
Yeah.
and
It's
show that these people are doing it.
yeah.
That's why you talked about, and could you go pet hair? You could. Another avenue that you could go is what I had said is, while you work, we wash. We wash, you work. I did
Yeah.
the you
Yeah.
shine. I did the you shop, we shine when I went to
Mm.
the auto spa at the mall. Right? You could set up some locations. You could get some contracts. There are things that can be done.
Yeah.
You go back to that moment where we talked about profiling. This is when you need to profile, right? He's
Yeah.
profiling pet hair removal. I love it. Other
Yeah.
people don't want to do it. Great. I'll go find my, what do you call it? The diamond in the rough, right? Like that
Yeah.
is that is the lovely part of this moment. It's
Yeah.
he's doing the things that people don't want to do and finding, hey, there's a great tale to
Oh
this.
my.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's profiling the customer. Well, profile back to another way, maybe. Let's go find the people of where they're at,
Mm.
give them a really great convenience. It doesn't have to be that you find the stuff that people don't want to do. Maybe you find the people that they all want, but you just find them in the location that's convenient for them.
Mm.
And there's marketing, right? You got to then market to the people where it's convenient for them. We've talked about
Yeah.
soccer moms. We've talked about golf courses.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be great to see some videos. I know. Whoa, wait, hold on. We keep talking about DeJohn. This is the John episode. Wasn't DeJohn also the one that had the success at the golf course?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's like time and time again. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Because he listens and he executes something, and he sees it. And, like our episode on the glasses, I was talking at that moment just about my staff using them for our intakes. Client comes in, we use it to assess damage, things like that, and we were also using it for upsells. We would notice something, and then we would send a quick video to the customer and be like, "Oh yeah, we noticed this. We could buff that out, or we noticed this. We could do whatever." Just little things like that. He took it one step further and started showing the whole experience because he's realizing social media is changing as well. People's habits are changing. A lot of the guys that I watch for advice and mentorship on business or marketing or whatever it is, a lot of them have started shifting because they realize people are more into lives now because you're getting that raw uncut experience where people are calling in, they're asking questions. I'm seeing a lot more of that. There's transitions happening online. Social media is about to start moving in a different direction. It's about to start moving fast, and you have an opportunity here is what I think
Yeah,
for people.
you're ahead. DeJohn's
And
ahead.
yeah,
Love, love, love.
because he's
Love,
already
love,
doing
love.
it. He already has the fucking glasses.
Yeah,
Like
great job,
most
DeJohn.
people listening
Love
don't
it.
even have the glasses yet. So how
Yeah.
can you even go do what he's doing? But I guarantee you, a lot of people will have a lot to say about the video. They'll see it and be like, I would have done this better, or
Buy the
this is
glasses.
100%. But it's all of those things. I do want to touch on one last thing too, just to wrap up the whole exit plan for detailers as well, is that establishing things like what Dejan is doing, establishing things like this that have been tried and everything, you can put things that work in a playbook. And that actually adds value to the business because you now have, we've done these kinds of ads for this many years, we've done these types of ads and they work well with the community. That adds value just as much as a client list itself. In addition to that, things like, so he's buying from Hyperclean. So working with the same kind of vendor for a period of time, someone coming in to purchase the business and knowing that you have a good working relationship with the vendor, you've been using the same kind of products, the customers are expecting this kind of result, those things add value. Oh, you've been using the same CRM, so OrbisX has been handling your automations and marketing, it's been working well. All the data is secure and it's in one place. All of these things add value. It's building a business by design. So the partnerships that you have, the vendors you work with, the systems that you use, the marketing and automations you have in place, that's the whole package. That's what has value. The client list is valuable, but only if it can be manipulated or worked with. If you just have a random client list, but it's like, okay, well, first off, are you even collecting taxes from these people? So they don't even exist, technically. Okay, that's problem one. Problem two, you've been using, oh, I buy sometimes off Amazon or Walmart, or sometimes I buy Hyperclean. It's whatever's available and cheapest. So you're all over the map. So there's no consistency there. It's really hard to add value to your business if someone coming in looking to purchase
There's
says,
no
okay,
flow.
there's no
The
flow.
corporate
There's
word is
nothing.
flow.
Yeah, there you go. See, and people coming in want to know there's structures in place, there's systems in place, there's organization. They're not having to rebuild all of that because the more rebuilding I have to do, I might as well build it from scratch. And if I've already got the finances, my decision is, do I purchase you to take a shortcut or do I just build it from scratch and wipe you off the face of the earth? Those are my decisions as a purchaser. I've purchased companies before, I've sold companies before. Those are the two main decisions. That's the fork in the road as an investor. I buy you or I wipe you off the face of the earth. Because if I see your systems are all fucked up, you're using vendors from all over the place, there's no consistency, nothing, I'm going to wipe you off the face of the earth by sundown. I'm going to set up the systems I know work. The reason I got capital isn't because I inherited it, it's because I built it. I built it through systems and structures. And I'm small fish. There's big fish out there that have very deep pockets. You would be surprised. There could be someone that comes through your town and maybe they want to set up fucking 50 locations. And they're like, let's absorb as many as we can. Who knows? The point is, someone that might want to buy your business, if you have these things in place, you might look at it and say, oh yeah, but if I use this product, it's going to cost me X amount more per month. It's peanuts, I promise you. Oh, if I use this CRM, it costs me, $100 a month. $100 a month is a joke. It's nothing. It really is. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things. If you plan on building a proper business and you plan on having an exit plan, getting these structures and things in place right now are going to benefit you more in the future and open up doors for you. It's that simple. And so
So let's unpack that for a little
All right.
bit as we close out because you're right. You
Sure.
know, we're getting towards the end, but let's close it out. This is the John episodes.
Yeah. Sorry. I went on a little rant there. My bad.
No. We're tying it into the John episode, right?
Fair enough.
Is the flow. Right? A lot of what we talk about, and the reason why you've put in, I don't know how many hours, hundreds of hours,
My
right?
family doesn't even know me anymore. No, just
This flow, right?
But
Is
literally, like,
so that something could be a better, simpler, easier process, a flow, right? One of those flows is booking form 2.0. Right? I mean, we have no idea how much time you've spent. We don't know.
It's been the last 7 months of development. Yeah.
But when I see Dejan's photo that he sent to me, that I sent to you, is different than this.
Yeah.
He's taken a picture, he picked up some product, but he already had some sold to a customer. So he picked up from Kimberly, one of our distributors up in Canada, and then he already had Revive in a 16-ounce bottle sold to a customer. And you just go, flow.
Yeah.
Flow.
Yeah.
When has a detailer had the opportunity to take a part of the flow? Look around. Look around. Who else could give you this opportunity?
Yeah.
Who else? There is no one else in the market that can give you this opportunity to have a flow to your customer.
Yeah.
This
True.
is
Yeah. Everything
like,
else is the work is all on you, or you're not a part of it at all. That's the options. Now we're bridging the gap where it's direct to customer, sale, ship to your door. Oh shit! I just got a new sale. You get a message, you install or you whatever it is, and it's done. And you didn't have to be a part of the actual process per se in terms of the sales side. You're just the fulfillment side. Never, never. It's
like
the drop shipping of detailing. It really is.
this is awesome, right?
Yeah.
And
Order comes
it's
in,
just
boom.
great to see, right? Like
Yeah,
he's done what we've talked about.
yeah,
He's going through it, and you just go, yes, like
yeah.
yes, like
Oh, you
yes,
know, same time, like he's sent me screenshots before. He's been like out to dinner with his wife, and he sent me a screenshot. He's like, "Bro, Luna's insane." He's like, "I'm at dinner with my wife and kids right now." And he's like, $800 in upsells added to my appointment. He's like, "It's crazy." I
yeah,
said, "Yeah, that's what OrbisX does." And then people will be like, "I don't know. I don't know if I need a CRM. I don't know if I need." But it's not a CRM. That's a part of it. It's a growth engine, is what it is. And OrbisX is a growth engine, and from day one, we focused on the marketing side of it because that's my expertise is the marketing side. It's not, the Excel side, the putting in your customer's phone number and stuff like that's all cute, but it's the growth side. That's what really drives business. And then by working with partners like HyperClean and having that ability for you to literally enter that flow, that's key. Is that you're tapping into a part of the industry you couldn't before, and now you're getting more jobs, you're getting higher ticket sales, you're getting more bookings. It's a phenomenal time. 2026 is going to be epic. I'm so pumped. Yeah, you
absolutely.
have no idea.
Here's the part of his post to me that people need to understand. You need to hear this. You need to take a moment and go, how do I do maintenance? Part of doing maintenance is using the right products. Inside of that photo that he
100.
sent to me, he
Yeah.
talked about Impress. And he said, hey, this might be like the hidden gem. Like, you guys don't really talk about Impress. And I go, yeah, I mean, because Revive hits everything, right? You can use Revive on the entire inside of the vehicle. Impress, it's not for Navi screens. It's not for other stuff. I mean, you are going to put down a lanolin conditioner. You do have UV protection in there. But the best part about Impress, the absolute best part, is its origin. Is origin derived out of maintenance. Maintenance of a guy named Mike Sitton. You can look him up, Sitton Motor Lines. That's where he got his money. Well, that was his parents' and his grandparents' money. He tried, in which he's done very well, properties. And that's what he does here in Tulsa. He was my first maintenance customer.
Damn, no way.
Very first. He's the guy that I talk about that had me either at his house or at his business. He said, if you can be there at 7 a.m. on Friday morning, you'll have a car every 7 a.m. And if you're somebody very new into business
Yeah.
and you get a solid lead,
I'll see you at 7 a.m.
and I
Yeah.
found that if I could clean, but then every once in a while, like, nourish, it would help me clean, right? If I renourished,
That's the key part right there.
right,
Yes.
then it helped me next week,
Yeah.
right? What do I need to do to set up? Because it was $50. There was no debate.
Yeah.
You got $50, man. Okay, and that number never changed. He's the guy that also never tipped. He would just give me 50 extra bucks to cover the next week.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. I mean, be nice if you tip, but but the consistency.
So, what did I learn? I got to make sure that next week is easier. And once I
Because you
figured
know
out
you're
how to
getting the
do it,
same. Yeah.
what he told me is the exact same thing that he said. And this is what I love about this. This is my signature. This is my Easter egg. People talk about, people do Easter eggs through the, like, this is my Easter egg. And it's documented. It's a documented Easter egg. Nick, my partner, witnessed it because when Nick came here and we shot a YouTube video, we used his cars. I called him and said, "Hey, man, we need some cars to do." I hadn't cleaned his cars in a long time. I hadn't. I had just been out of touch. But I said, "Hey, here's what I'm doing now. I'm looking for some cars. Can I clean your cars?"
Yeah.
And after we used this product, the same product that DeJohn got,
Yeah.
we used it on his car. We walked around. We were seeing the outside. We opened up the passenger door. Nick was standing right there. Mike Sitton's right there. And I reminded Nick of why I named this product.
Mm.
And Mike opened up the door and he goes, "I'm impressed."
Yes.
Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! This product's been out for a bit, but I had told him before I
Yeah.
named the product specifically because Mike Sitton would open up the door and tell me he was impressed. He
Nice.
loved what I did. I made this guy's life better. And every fucking Friday,
Beautiful.
I was there.
Beautiful.
It didn't
Yeah.
matter that I had spent Thursday night being a Thursday night single guy.
Yeah.
Friday morning at
morning.
7 a.m., I was at his house
Mom's ass,
or
yeah.
at his office because a lot of times it was at Sitton Properties, which was at 68th, just off of Riverside. I could take you to it now. I still remember because half the time I was barely sober, but I was there, right? Like, it doesn't matter. I was there. Call it what it is. And if that guy was impressed, he's not my longest, but he is how I met the next guy, Case, who I talk about, and we still, this past weekend, still clean that guy's car. I met that guy at the driveway, at the house of Sitton, of where if I showed up every Friday, right? And there's the name of the product. And so when we did this, and then he opened up the door and goes, "I'm impressed."
I'm impressed. You're like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Man,
So it's
amazing.
it's a crafted, it's
Yeah.
crafted car care
Yeah.
around experience. And if you want to do maintenance, you should absolutely 100%
100%. Yeah. 100%.
get some impressed.
Yeah.
Use the OrbisX app, which we've already seen. I've been sending you more people using the OrbisX app. Get some impressed. We'll get it out to you as fast as we possibly can.
Beautiful.
And you will get more customers looking at you going,
Yeah, I'm impressed. Fuck yeah. And that's the thing is that it's maintenance. I think for a lot of people, they think they're doing the same thing as they did for the first detail every time. And that's the key thing is there's ways of you making it easier on yourself so that it makes it worth it, because they're like, well, I'm not going to do maintenance because it means I'm charging less. But it's like, you're charging less because the consistency, it's the recurring revenue, the guaranteed income, which first off raises your valuation also as a business if you were to exit down the road, but also it provides you some security, some job security. When times are a little tough, you still have that to fall back on instead of just relying on new customers. But there's also ways of making it extremely profitable. Not just profitable, extremely profitable. When you maintain a vehicle, the mess isn't like a guy that you've seen once every 3 years. It's totally different. It's two completely different industries in a way.
in and out in 45 minutes max.
Exactly. And still looking spectacular. Because you're seeing the vehicle frequently, so how dirty can it possibly get? And if you're using the right products, you're going to impress the customer, pun intended, because you're using the right products that makes your job easier, makes the results last longer, and it becomes more affordable because you're always using the same types of products. You have them on hand instead of jumping around different vendors and stuff like that. So it's all around, that's the way to go. And so there's some real nuggets and lessons here, I think, and that's where Dijon's really grabbing the bull by the horns. So for that, I told him today, I was like, I got to tip my hat. Big
Great
hat.
job, man.
Yeah,
Great job.
Man.
Great
100%.
job.
Crushing it, seriously. And I think that more
Always
detail-
people climbing, and there's always
Yeah.
people grinding.
Yeah, that's true. So which do you want to be? I recommend climbing. It's better. It's better. Yeah. You both start out in the same place. You end
Better
up in
life
different-
up here, you know.
Yeah. It's
The air's a little cleaner.
the air is a little cleaner. I like that. I'm gonna use that. The air is a little cleaner up here. It's true, eh? But no, I just had to throw out the A. I knew you were gonna tilt your head on that one, but no, that was good. So guys, there's some real lessons here, absolutely. So check out Impress if you haven't used it. Highly recommend it. Really easy to purchase too. You'll be impressed with how easy it is to purchase Impress. You simply go into your OrbisX app, which you should be living and breathing inside there anyways. You click the little plus sign, click HyperClean, you're good to go. Or from your dashboard, click HyperClean, and you'll be able to add it to your cart and purchase right there. And you can purchase in Canada or the United States as well. It already takes care of the conversion rate for you. So you're good to go. Really simple, and then it puts a smile on everyone's face. Your customer, me, Marshall, and also yourself, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to maintain those vehicles. Yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you as always. All right. See you then. Cheers.